The Manchester City and Bristol City players are almost ready for kick-off at the Etihad Stadium in this League Cup semi-final first leg. Shay Given, from what you've seen of City this season, a Bristol City and Bill Leslie.
Thanks, Kelly. Yes, the Etihad rises and roars, and that appears in a major semi-final for the first time in nearly 30 years. Pep Guardiola has tended to use his squad in previous rounds, making plenty of changes, but he goes as strong as he has done in this season's competition. A first League Cup start for Kevin De Bruyne this season, who captains the side tonight. There are some constants as well: Claudio Bravo, Danilo, Eliakim Mangala, Ilkay Gundogan and Yaya Toure have started every game in the run to the semi-finals. In the absence of the injured Gabriel Jesus, it looks like Raheem Sterling will play through the middle, but just in case, club record scorer Sergio Aguero is on the bench. Bristol City named the same starting 11 tonight as the one that started their epic quarter-final win against Manchester United, with one exception. Frank Fielding comes in goal in place of former Manchester United keeper Luke Steele. Same outfield personnel then, but there is the possibility of a different formation if Lee Johnson wants to opt for three at the back to try to contain their hosts. Corey Smith got that winner to set up this semi-final. He scored in both games he started in their cup run. Former Aston Villa defender Nathan Baker, the only player in this lineup to have played against Manchester City before. Liam Walsh has signed from Everton this week, last Friday in fact. He is on the bench tonight. Bristol City then ready to kick off their first League Cup semi-final since they took on Nottingham Forest, the focal point of the attack.
You can see how City are looking to stretch the game with Bernardo Silva, Leroy Sané. That should leave Sterling some room to operate in.
Bernardo Silva has slipped it to Kevin De Bruyne, who goes low, thinks that a block. Away by Baker. Taken quickly and short in towards De Bruyne. Caught Frank Fielding out, who recovered in time to get it away for another corner.
The option there, De Bruyne, of trying to pick somebody out with the cross. I'm sure he's going for the top corner here. We know he's got the ability to score. And Fielding does well to read.
Now, looking for Brownhill. Posted high into the box. Danilo under a little bit of pressure. To anyone, let alone what league you come from.
Your defensive concentration has to be total.
Fielding out, palmed it away.
But can push on, can push forward. This is that earlier forward ball where Fielding just about does enough to get something on it.
It's going penalty here for Gundogan, bar a Bristol City boot. Here is Gundogan. And they just roll wide.
It's a wonderful forward pass from De Bruyne. You can see here Bristol City pressing Man City, but one turn, and he knows exactly what Sterling's going to be looking for. That ball in behind Aidan Flint, who does really well actually. It would have been very easy to maybe dive in there, try and win the ball, but he stays on his feet, the big centre-half, and eventually just gets a toe on it. And this is the problem, the brilliance of De Bruyne. One turn, one brilliant forward pass, and very nearly Bristol City are undone.
Sané, finding pockets of space. Sané, Sterling's touch. Here's Bernardo Silva onto his left, and it ripples the side netting. They've come off the Bristol City boot, so the home side have the corner.
Nice clever from Sané, drifting in field. Zinchenko then is providing the width. Sané are in the heart of that Bristol City defence. They're just about getting up on this shot from Bernardo Silva. And that deflection could have easily taken the ball past Frank Fielding. He's in a decent position to make a save. When it cannons up off one of his own defenders, could easily pressure on Kevin De Bruyne from Corey Smith. He wins the ball back, and then he makes a really unselfish overlapping run here. That opens the space up for Joe Bryan to get the shot in. It's not as clean as the one we saw against Man United. Took a slight deflection as well. Really impressed with Bristol City. They're
Aston Villa during his time there. It's an altogether happy experience. Lost 4-0 and Patterson's lost it here. Sterling, Bernardo Silva wants it. He's got it, and he doesn't make the most of it.
That's a real waste. It's too heavy a pass from Raheem Sterling. But again, Bristol City, you've got to learn lessons here. They're trying to play out from the back, but there's no forward ball on. They don't want to lump it towards Bobby Reid because he won't keep possession. So they're trying to play in their own defensive third, and that is a risk. You're encouraging City.
Zinchenko. Did it. De Bruyne. Majestically swept on into the path of Sané. Sané looks to do this himself, fielding at the near post. And that is not the pass to play in those situations. De Bruyne! And fielding bails out Bristol City from self-inflicted damage.
And once again, they don't clear their lines. I know you want to play out from the back, but at times just put your foot through the ball, get rid of it. Just inviting pressure, gifting the ball to De Bruyne here. Tries to catch fielding out by going for the near post rather than the far post, and a really sharp save from fielding again. Just whips his foot over that ball to bring it back towards the...
Here's Zane. Going low again, almost a carbon copy as fielding gets it away, but it's back with Zane. Zinchenko. Risky little challenge there by Bailey Wright. Teed up, Magnussen. Danilo from Manchester City. Straight to fielding, who dropped it first time but was able to recover.
There's no City play really anticipating Frank Fielding dropping this. It's a good defensive line that Bristol City have. Encourages the keeper to come and collect. And slightly fortunate.
It's not a clear and obvious error that needs correcting by technology. That's when it comes into play. Ryan getting it into play here. Pack coming onto it and testing Claudio Bravo.
Well, I know this shot is right at the City goalkeeper, but he strikes it so cleanly, Marlon Pack. Again, encouraging to see those central midfielders for Bristol City high up the field. It's not done.
Gundogan, deflected wide.
I just wonder in the end, does Mangala possibly get a touch on this? They take the corner quickly, Bristol City get caught sleeping. Just wonder, does this take a touch off Mangala? Goal kick's been given. So he's deflected. And definitely comes off Mangala.
Marlon Pack. Joe Bryan. That's come off Patterson. Didn't quite get the contact on it he was hoping for. Otherwise, Bravo could have been in real bother there.
Well, Jamie Patterson's trying to manufacture something out of nothing here, because I'm sure Joe Bryan is shooting from this position. Just actually pulls it across the 6-yard box.
Brownhill putting the pressure on. Mangala could get away here, Brownhill. Finding Bobby Reid. Stones goes in with the challenge. Bristol City have a penalty.
Viewing, it did look a penalty, but Mangala in possession. At times it's great pressure from Bristol City as a team, and Josh Brownhill in particular. And it's rash from John Stones. He goes to ground. Unless you're absolutely sure you're going to win the ball, don't get off your feet. And he doesn't actually touch the ball. It looks a foul. It is. Well, Bobby Reid wins the penalty, and then he's ice cool as he tucks the penalty home. Under so much pressure here. They've had a brilliant first half, Bristol City. All they needed, really, icing on the cake, was a goal. And to have this opportunity, well, you could easily spurn it. Bravo maybe gets fingertips on it, but the important thing is it ends up in the back of the net. It's been a dream first half for Lee Johnson and Bristol City.
A spectacular finish to the first half for them. Well, Manchester City could burst the bubble here. It's Raheem Sterling. Wow! Aidan Flint, how did he keep that out?
Well, I look for all the world that City are going to equalise here. Great first touch from Raheem Sterling, but Frank Fielding does ever so well. He really forces Sterling to lift that ball over him.
Manchester City knocking on the door, and that goes over the top from Mangala.
Frank Fielding does really well here as the opportunity arises for Raheem Sterling. Comes off his line really quickly, which means he has to lift that ball. And if it's not 6'5", I don't think Aidan Flint clears this. It's an extraordinary piece of defending, which means that Bristol City look like they're going to go into the break.
It's been a purposeful start to the second period by the home side. Kevin De Bruyne finding Leroy Sané. Sané maybe a touch too many again, and he's dragged it wide anyway.
That is the problem. Maybe in a Premier League game you take one touch and shoot. It's just maybe overthinking. There's taking an extra touch that allows defenders to come across and close him down. Take a touch and shoot. Again, he takes that second touch, which closes everything down. It gives defenders the time to step across. Just that extra second makes all the difference defensively.
Corner as he rose to try and get on that one, but here come Manchester City now. Raheem Sterling, De Bruyne alongside him. Sterling will go himself. Fielding able to get it away. charges at Bristol City. Sterling to his right. Back to De Bruyne, well worked, and it's one. Manchester City click into gear and level it up. Kevin De Bruyne inevitably at the heart of it. Manchester City 1, Bristol City 1.
Well, it all actually starts with Claudio Bravo playing the ball into midfield, into the feet of De Bruyne. Bristol City have pressed high up the field, but suddenly that press is bypassed. And De Bruyne, the weight of the forward pass, the intelligence here of Raheem Sterling, not to take his man on, not to cross it along the 6-yard line, to pull it back. That's exactly what De Bruyne wants. Just in a flash, in the space of, 5-10 seconds, they sweep down the field. And De Bruyne sweeps the ball past Frank Fielding. Nothing the Bristol City keeper can do about this.
Well, that's more like it from a Manchester City. Zinchenko, Sané, onside here for Manchester City.
Can't afford to do this against Leroy Sané. You've got to drop, you've got to presume he's going to be onside and stay with him. Just the bouncing ball makes it difficult for Sané to actually pull it back with any accuracy. Ryan, that's really clumsy. Good pressure from De Bruyne to win the ball back, clearly fouled.
Sané gets it in, Fielding keeps it out first time.
Frank Fielding probably deserves a little bit of luck, but this is really difficult. The ball is coming over the heads of teammates and opponents. It's dropping right at his feet as well. Very hard to collect this on the fall as it dies just in front of you. I think he's trying to actually push that ball away. That is so risky. And
momentary lapse of reason, and Manchester City can hurt them, especially with this man around. De Bruyne, Sterling, Fielding with the save, and right on, Fielding to the rescue again.
I talked all that long about the positioning of the Bristol City goalkeeper, and this is what this save is all about. Great movement from Sterling across his man, gets to the ball first, and the ball, well, it pretty much hits the keeper because he's in just the right spot.
Gundogan, Sané, just wide.
Well, really, in this position, you want a right footer shooting goalwards, because when it's on your left foot, you slightly drag it, it's always going to go wide of that far post.
Zinchenko now for Gundogan. Their side can see this one through. Go back to Ashton Gate on level terms. Bailey Wright, Patterson, Bobby Reed. Manchester City, I'm sure, will throw everything in these closing stages to try and wrestle an advantage to take with them to the west of England 2 weeks today. Unconvincing from Bravo, that's on by Brownhill. Stones, Bernardo Silva, that's over. Blackton, Sergio Aguero steals it in stoppage time to surely win this one for Manchester City. Bristol City's brave resistance is broken. They're breached again, just when they can see the finishing line here. They're still in this tie, but it looks like they will have to go to Ashton Gate with a deficit to turn round.
Well, if anyone was going to win the game for City, it was going to be Sergio Aguero. His movement, he's up against big centre-halves, you can't play up against him. So he's always just stepping away from defenders, making that little bit of space for himself, and the ball he's played, he's very definitely onside. It's into that channel in between Aidan Flint and Frank Fielding. There's nothing the keeper or the centre-half can do, because Aguero's got away and then he's on the move. There's just no panic, there never is with Aguero. Tucks it home, really composed. And it's heartbreaking for Bristol City. They worked so hard to get a draw in this game, but it's still only 2-1. Looks like it's going to be all to play for in the second.